Hello everyone, and welcome to another Starcraft 2 replay. This one's going to take place on Steppes of War. I'm spawning as the Terran in the top right, and my opponent, Arc of the Angel. An interesting spelling of the. I don't know what that originated from. I know it's kind of like an internet thing, but I don't know what it is. Yeah, he's spawning in the bottom left. And I think what I'm going to do for this game is actually switch it to my view, because I want you to see how the game is going for me. And don't have to worry about that probe harass. And I would just completely ignore any probes unless you're making a building, because when you're just mining like this, who cares? Like that if he's attacking a building, it's better just to keep your guys mining. Although when he does come in there, I am going to steal this round. And it was actually pretty good timing, because it allowed me to move out and get this fortress up without him knowing it was here. Looks like he did send another scout in, and actually stopped my SCV from building that, because to win that battle I had to start attacking immediately, and since I didn't have a backup SCV anywhere nearby to get on top of this probe, I figured that was the best route. So it did delay my command center a little bit, which does worry me because the rush distance is so close on this map that I've had zealots snipe off this SCV before he finishes the command center. So it may look like I got two guys chasing him, but one is actually just to build the engineering bay, which my opponent did not see.
SCV ready. Additional supply depots required.
So first zealot is out. I didn't actually see how this SCV died, but just the fact that he died made me think, okay, it's a zealot. So I'm like, finish, 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 finish. Get this command center done. Looks like he taps at the ramp first, which is always good. And with two SCVs on the wrong side of the ramp, going to have to run away. Please chase. Okay, he doesn't chase, but that's alright. You can send these guys back to mining and just keep an eye on my front door here. Notice I didn't build a bunker at the front as part of my wall, and that's just because you don't have time when it's this sort of attack. Keep your barracks planted as part of the wall until you hold back the zealots, and then you can swap it out for bunker if you want. The zealot's just doing a little jig. Yeah, you guys do this while I start my breakdancing routine. Kind of what it looked like. You ever seen breakdancers, like when they're not doing any tricks whatsoever and they're just kind of doing this like convulsing gyrating on their little floor? They'll do the same little pre-dance to all the jumps and moves. Looks like the Ibex got into the action there. Still haven't finished range upgrade, but it's more or less ready, and sending out some more SCVs. That more or less got my SCV count pretty even on both bases. This might be the one map where I would suggest not making this bunker, just because the fortress with the range upgrade covers the ramp so well that there's no way he's going to be able to run up stalkers and bust his way through. He'll just take way too much damage. So the bunker is actually unnecessary, and all it does is slow me down from getting my orbital command. And for some reason I went 4 barracks before orbital. Often I go 1 barracks, then orbital, then 2 more barracks. So this is way off. I'm not going to be able to support the 4 barracks. That was kind of a mistake. I'm not quite sure what I was doing, but I was just trying to continue macroing up while I was doing all this repairing at the front line.
Add-on complete.
But hey, at least I killed a zealot.
SCV ready.
1 SCV versus 1 probe and a zealot. Oh. And I should probably jump back, because there's a reason those missile turrets are going down. I'm actually scanning his base here. I do see a 4th gateway and a dark shrine just about to complete. Well, I saw a dark shrine building. I guess I don't actually get to know whether it's going to complete or not. So he does poke his head in, he takes a few pot shots. Notice I did build one on the high ground, that's just in case this one gets sniped. It's also kind of bait. He might think, oh, all I gotta do is kill this and I get free pot shots, and I don't want him to believe that, because it's not going to be true. Given this only covers out to about here, but that's enough. He does snipe it, and yeah, now you don't get the free shots. Losing all his DTs there. And it pulled all my SCVs for no reason whatsoever. Should have kept them mining. At this point, having held back that, you can see I've killed an extra 1,000 resources. I feel pretty safe to move all my units down to the bottom of the ramp. And at this point, I can also get rid of my bunker.
SCV ready. SCV ready.
You might find you're stockpiling gas early, and I actually suggest you still throw down your 3rd and 4th refineries as soon as possible. Just because, even though I was at like 700 gold and like 50 gas at one point, or sorry, the other way around, like using up all my minerals and had like 500 gas in the bank, you go through gas so fast versus Protoss. I mean, you want to get the ghosts and the ghost upgrades, and you want to get your infantry upgrades, and your medevacs, and your starport, and your factory, and all of a sudden out of nowhere you're spending like ridiculous amounts of gas. Do scan his base again, and I see the Templar archives, so I know I'm probably going to be up against my Templar, so I do start researching the cloak, so when I push out I can lead with my ghosts. And in the meantime, I am going to split up my army some. And that way if he comes in, there's not like one easy target for him to EMP. I should actually split this up even better, because they're still kind of set up in Psystorm-shaped clumps. And then I take my ghost and I hotkey him and I move him over to the side, because I do expect him to be coming, and I want to have it ready to EMP. So here he comes in. And he does place a nice Psystorm there, but I do get the EMP down on all of his Templar. So all of his Templar have lost all their attack. And I figured this is a good time to attack since he's lost all his DPS units. But no, it was not a good time to attack. It appears his army was actually way bigger than mine, which was kind of shocking. I mean, you get such a feel for the game that you don't even really have to look sometimes. I just felt like, okay, I'm definitely ahead. I got my 2 bases saturated and kicked in, and I know I've killed a lot more units of his and he's had to waste all this money on DT tech that he never really used, besides just losing all his DT, so I felt like I should have been well ahead. And my money wasn't too high at the time. It's kind of high now just because I've run out of gas for some reason. I guess I can throw down more barracks. Actually, it looked like I did just throw down more barracks. Kind of throwing on add-ons before I start building from them. And he's coming for another attack, and I got nothing. I got some ghosts which are going to die, which sucks, because their ghosts are so expensive. And it's a good thing that, oh, you're kidding me. Was that a ghost chasing? Hopefully that was a marine. So good thing is that planetary fortresses really can't die to gateway units. Without Immortals, he's going to have a tough time taking it down. Though Archons do a lot of damage to them. 25 per attack, that's, well, an okay amount, I guess. So another battle, I'm way outnumbered still, and I got my rally points kind of messed up. Got Dancing Marauder in the back. And again, I'm in dire straits. It's like, okay, save my ass, Planetary Fortress. Whew. Another attack coming in, and these are not hallucinations. He did go Colossus as well. And now I have completely lost the game. And the reason I want to do this from my view is just because this game really confused me, and I want you to have the same confusion I did. Because whenever I play and I lose, it's like, okay, I did something stupid and allowed him to rush me, or made some dumb mistake. Or it's like, okay, he responded by getting a big economy himself, and then he just kind of won it more in the mid-late game. But this game, I didn't understand, because he tried to rush me and he failed. Then he tried to DT rush and completely failed. And then he came in with High Templar and I EMP'd all of them. And then I was at my peak. I had my 1-1 upgrades, I had my medevacs. It's like, this is where I'm supposed to take over the game. This is my absolute strongest point versus someone who was rushing me pretty hard. And I got slaughtered. And I had an army half the size of his. So yeah, it really confused me. You can see he has 4 bases now, but if we actually rewind it back earlier in the game, he did take his second base long after I took mine, and he only takes his third base. Only starts his third base, basically when he starts hitting my front line. And that fourth base you saw at the end wasn't even a complete nexus yet. So he started his third base a touch before me, but had I been able to hold my front line, I still would have got my third base here more or less at the same time. And the only problem I really saw in this replay was my harvester count was a bit behind. And usually it should be at least even with Protoss, just because he has Chrono Boost, but I get my double 2 command centers before he gets 2 Nexus, so I feel that that makes up for it anyways. Well, I guess that battle went pretty bad. So I did get a nice EMP, but yeah, maybe I was just losing this battle, I guess? Or it could be the harvester count. I don't know. I felt like I should have been way ahead. Even after that battle, our units lost is about even. That's how far ahead I was in units lost tab. If we jump back to before that battle, see, it was 1,000 lead I had on him. And yeah, I got some minerals in the bank, but I'm spending all my gas. I guess I should have got my 4 gas going sooner. Got me from Mass and Ghost, that's for sure. And I did only have 2 medevacs. That EMP was kind of late. I don't know. Do you guys have any thoughts on this game? I could really use it because this one confused the hell out of me. Felt good. Felt good to me. Didn't work pan out. Alright, anyways, with that said, I'm going to call the end of this, and more replays to come. I was gone for about a week and a half, so you noticed there was a long lag between, for a while between my videos, but I am back and I am playing more often, so you should just expect more videos up regularly. Alright, thanks everyone, and goodbye.